slides, our promo slides. There we go. This is the one I want, I think, I hope. Right, so back over to our season 2 Fearfully and Wonderfully Made slide, and I am going to move on forwards. Right, so this week, this is where we are. We have now entered into our cooking month. This is December. Those of you who were with us last year, you may remember that we had cooking throughout the month of December. All 4 weeks, we had 2 chefs that you'll be seeing in this series, and another chef, Stephanie from Canada. So today we're going to be welcoming in Louise McQueen, and she'll be sharing with us what, Jonathan? How to make?
She will be sharing how to make lentil-based pizza.
That's right. Now, this is one recipe that I have tried before, and it was really nice. But I haven't tried it again for some silly reason. I don't know why, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed making the base. So I'm looking forward to this coming on again, and it hopefully will encourage me to make it again, as I'm sure you guys will all be encouraged to do so. So as it says on the screen here, all our shows during the month of December will start at 4 p.m. That with it, because we're Seventh-day Adventist and our Sabbath is on Saturday, we do wish to be cooking during the Sabbath. So our December shows are starting at 4 p.m. When we come back again next year, we'll be back to our usual time at 3 p.m. So remember that, spread the word, let your friends and family know that they can find out about making some good, healthy, plant-based meals. And you may have some festive family around over the season. You can share with them some of the stuff that you've learned. So, and they'll be thinking, whoa, I've never tried this before. You sure it's lentils? Yes, it's lentils. And you'll get all the goodness. And I'm sure Louise is going to share that with us, isn't she? Okay, let's move on. So our disclaimer, would you be able to read through that one, please, Jonathan?
Certainly. Only a physician can diagnose, treat, and prescribe for illnesses or disease. Any information disclosed or discussed at the TTI's Zoom talk show or for educational purposes only. Please continue to seek professional medical advice from your general practitioner regarding any illness or disease you may be suffering from.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. And I think we really ought to say who TTI are, because there may be some first-time people joining us. So TTI stands for True Temperance International, and we're a ministry, a group of friends who have come together to share the health message to anybody who wishes to tune in. We're using as our scriptural, not our springboard, New Start, the New Start principle. That's using the 8 health doctors, but there are more, as we have discovered during the series, with restoration. Dr. Louise shared that one with us several months ago, and it's using lifestyle practices to enhance our health, and so that we can bring glory to God as we share this message with others and recover from ailments, etc. So that's our disclaimer. We do have groups that we ask you to join, because as well as our Saturday shows at 3 p.m. / 4 p.m. or even occasional Sunday shows we do, we like to keep in touch with you during the week. We also have other things that we're going to share with you as well, 2 other shows at midweek, but we have our Telegram groups. Jonathan, what's the Telegram groups all about?
So we have our Telegram groups. They are the spiritual groups and the women wellness and the men wellness. This is where we do share information. I know of late the men group is not as lively as before, and I hope that we can get back to that level. But I can see the women wellness group is always lively over there. So here people ask their question, people share information regarding health. And I think it's a well-supported group there. So you are more than welcome to join any of these groups that you fit in. So you have the men group, the spiritual group, and the women wellness group.
I have a question for you, Jonathan.
I'll try and answer if I can.
How do you know that the women's wellness group is lively?
I do have a wife, and she's on there.
I can hear Shirlene laughing in the background. Yes, yeah. Shirlene is also part of the ministry. Our families are all involved. So yes. And moving on. So, and if you are going to join us with Telegram, you do need to download Telegram onto your device, and then you can use the URLs there to join us. Yeah, moving on. So this is a study group that we have on a Tuesday evening at 7 p.m, the Battle for the Mind series. And this Saturday, I'm not sure if Louise is on at the moment, but this Saturday we had a very good study, a very good discussion. I was really, I stayed on for the whole duration, and I was surprised how long it went on for, but I'm not saying that to put you off. It's because it was so good.
You mean this Tuesday, Sharon? Or
did I say Tuesday? What day did I say?
I think you said Saturday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Tuesday gone. Yeah. We had a very good study. So just inviting you to join us on a Tuesday coming. I'm sure we're going to have another lively topic, and it's educational. It really is educational, and we can share together as we learn what the Bible has to say to us, messages in there. So very, very good, worth tuning in for. The Zoom ID, that's why I need Jonathan on here to keep me so I don't say the wrong thing. The Zoom ID is 869-8935-8138, and the passcode, as you can see on there, is 861932. Okay, did I miss anything on there?
I don't think you have.
Okay, right. On a Thursday, Charlene, myself, Alvin, Samantha, and Stacy, we do essential oils classes where you can learn a lot about what God has put in the plants for us to help us. Essential oils are the plant's immune system, and God has enabled us to reap the benefits of these oils. So we have been looking at last week, no, not this week, but last week we looked at the 10 core oils, and we're coming up, we should be looking at some biblical oils. So that's this Thursday coming. So don't worry about the date. That's the previous slide from last week. But this Thursday coming at 7 p.m, please join us as we share with you the benefits of essential oils. And the ID, the Zoom ID, is a different one again. It's 829-975-24481. That's for the essentials. Pardon?
Sorry, I was going to say again, if you are on the Zoom platform, then you would be able to have these posters post out to you.
If you're on the Telegram?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we do up-to-date posters for the essential oils class, and you will give you the details again. So yes, thank you for that, Jonathan. Okay, would you like to tell us about this one, Jonathan?
So tomorrow, it is. There will be a presentation by Holistic. Am I correct, Sharon? No, not
Health Reformers UK.
Health Reformers UK, and as the title said, no job, no job. So they will
now
be
what?
looking at, yeah, now what? So they will be looking. I think it's all booked out, Sharon. There is no more space for anyone to register. So anyone who is interested will have to watch it on YouTube tomorrow. So if you are interested in this, if you are affected by the situation at hand, then, tune in tomorrow and you'll be able to catch us at 4 to 6 p.m. UK time.
Thank you, Jonathan. And as you can see, we have a good range of presenters who will be on the panel. So there will be lots of advice for repurposing your skills if you so choose to do. So I'm really looking forward to this. Thankfully, I've managed to register before it got too full to join on the Zoom. And Charlene and myself will be, and some others from TTI will be assisting as well. David Bartholomew, who you saw on this platform 2 weeks ago, the physiotherapist, as you can see, he's on there. And you can see the other names. Sonia Barnes has been on TTI. Lucille Fifield has been on TTI. We have Dr. Chidi Nguaba, Miss Elita Carbone, Laverne Pickard, and I can't see, he's been covered up on my device.
Just to let you know, Sharon, because I've left it late, I was not able to register. So I'll have to go on YouTube.
Okay, and we also have Dr. David Adu. Our host is Sister Joan Cornwall, who you've seen on here, and our facilitator is Dr. and Pastor Sam Davis, who again you've seen on True Temperance International. So many of the faces will not be strange to you, or they will be familiar to you, I should say. So please join us. Please join Health Reformers UK as we look at alternatives and what you can do if your job is at risk. Jonathan.
This is a 10-day detox program. It's been going, well, I think Louise been doing them, I think every quarter, something to that effect. And the next one will be the 9th of January, 2022 to the 18th. And if you are interested, please contact Louise. The information is on the poster. I think she might be on the platform as well. So you can private message her.
Thank you, Jonathan. And yes, I think it's possibly even more regularly than once a quarter, because the last one was this month. Okay, so they must be very popular, and the juices look amazing. So that should be something that you would be looking into doing. Well, it's a new year. It really sounds strange hearing you say 2022, but yes, we're just around the corner.
That's right.
Okay, so last week, some of you may have been looking for, where's TTI? Where's TTI? Well, this is where we were. We braved Storm Arwen, and trust me, we have some testimonies to tell you about that. But let's say a journey that should have taken 2 hours took a lot longer. But we had decided that we were going, and somebody tried to stop us, but it didn't happen. So as you can see, we made it, we got there. And we did it was their Health and Temperance Day at Manchester SDA Church, Seventh-day Adventist Church. And we had a few presentations by our team. And in the afternoon, as you can see, we had some stalls. So on the left, the first far left, you can see Chris Higgins. He was there on the pomegranate juicer and telling people about the benefits of pomegranate and allowing them to sample and purchase bottles of freshly squeezed pomegranate juice. And that went down really well. And then the lady that Jonathan was just telling you about for the detox, Louise, you can see her on the next picture at her stall sharing things about liver cleanse and other detoxes and vitamin E oil, etc. And who's in that next picture?
So in the third picture, you can see Edgar speaking to a lady there. And the fourth picture, we have, I think, Patrick.
That's right. So the other person,
some massage.
That's right. And the other person with Edgar is Jonathan with the hat.
I'd just like to say, Sharon, a big thank you to the brethren in Manchester. I'm sure we may have some of them on the program this evening. If they want to, unmute and say hello, but we thank them if they are on for joining us, and we had a wonderful time there, and we're looking forward to going back there soon.
Yes, definitely. And so, yes, and as you said, the last one, we were looking at some practical methods of treating, whether it's through massage or using the infrared heat lamp.
Yes.
Okay. One of the things we're involved in True Temperance International is ministry for the homeless. So here you can see we have one of our trolleys. We went out again last night in the cold and braved it. That's with our local church, Nottingham Central. We go out weekly and deliver parcels of food, warm food, as well as snack bags and clothes and literature if they so choose. And so you can see on this slide, there's a few images of our involvement in the homeless ministry project. So you can see for yourself, we do get involved. And I think this might be our last slide for now. We have been mentioning the veganically grown olive oil. Naturally grown olive oil that True Temperance International are promoting. And this is coming from Unachenta Farm in Spain. So please contact us directly if you would like to purchase a bottle of this. We have our email address, and some of you have our phone numbers as well. So please, or you can message us through Telegram and we'll get back to you if you're in the UK, to send off a bottle of the oil. Or if you see us, if you know us face to face, we can do that as well.
I'd just like to say, Sharon, that it's the best olive oil I've ever tasted. It just has a different taste to it. So if I was anybody listening, I would make sure that I do get my hands on some of it. It just tastes different than the one I get from the shop.
Thank you. And you can use it for a number of things, not just for cooking. You can use it for massage, for other remedies as well, for healthy, well, like when you're making, you know, the things that my brain's gone. When you're making, when you put something on and you put heat on it, I've forgotten what it's called. A compress. There we go. And maybe I need to drink some of the olive oil as well. Okay, so thank you all, everybody, for your support. We'd like to thank you for your financial support, for your prayers, for coming on and sharing our presentations, and for staying with us for almost 2 years. We'll be coming up to that soon. The time flies. So thank you so much. Oh, Jonathan, there is a question on the cost of the olive oil. Can you share that information?
So I know we have an international audience, but we are restricted in, we will be only be posting in the UK. So I think the cost, if I remember correctly, I'm just going to get confirmation. I think it's £9 plus postage, package and postage. So, I mean, if you're local in the UK, I know some people might say, okay, I can go to the shop and get something cheaper, but this oil, I'm telling you, tasting is believing. You know, so you can contact any one of the admin team and you should be able to get your hands on some of it.
Okay, and yes, it is from Pastor Davis's farm, from Unachenta over there in sunny Spain. So I will move, I think, yeah. Oh, sorry, you just had a sneak preview there. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now before we dive into our presentation from the McQueen kitchen. So we'll just, and yes, please, if you are feeling extra blessed and would like to help us financially, our account details are there on that slide. Please take a screenshot if you wish, and you will see that at the end again if you've missed it. Or also, we're on YouTube, so you can always rewind and watch back at your leisure and share this presentation with your friends, who I'm sure would love to learn about plant-based cooking. Right, so as I was saying before, the challenge that David shared with us, this one was, I thought it was tough actually. So for those of you who are new on here, we do a challenge usually every time we come on, we leave you with a challenge for the week. And it was 2 weeks, because it was 2 weeks ago, and it was to do 40 squats and 50 lunges, 50 on each side, to help with your physical ability, agility, and health. Now, I know I did it, and I know how it made me feel. Okay, I wasn't falling over like the balance one, but this one still, I felt it, definitely felt it in my quads. So is there anybody who did the challenge and would like to share how you felt, how difficult or easy it was? Is everybody able to, and yes, this is being recorded. Is everyone able to unmute who wishes to share with us their testimony from the challenge?
Hi guys. Hi everyone. Hi Sharon.
Hi, Carol.
Hi. When he was talking, I was trying it, and I got as far as when he said put one feet in front of the other in a straight line kind of thing. I thought I was quite balanced, but then it became a bit harder because you feel more pressure on your legs from doing the exercises before. Do you understand? Like with the hand on one feet first, you know what he said to do first. So by the time you reach the straight line walking, putting your feet in front of each other, you start to get a bit tired in your feet, if you know what I mean. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
did you do the exercises followed by the balance? You did both of each challenge together?
I kind of forgot. I didn't.
So which one? You was doing the balance one?
Yeah, it was just on the day that he mentioned it. And
okay.
And because you mentioned it, I was saying it was a bit, when you think it's kind of easy, but if you start off doing the first one, you're okay with, then the second one. And then by the time you reach to the third one, you start feeling like the exercise muscles, do you know what I'm saying? So you feel the pressure. But but I think with more practice, it'll be like easy. It's just, you feel the pressure and, you know, the slight off balance sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't practice it all the time, just on that day. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. He did speak about it being something that you can improve on. So the more you do it, the better you become. And we did have a few people talking about feeling like, or not feeling like, but looking like they were drunk based on their inability to keep the balance, and others found it easy. And he did things where he built it into it to make it more difficult.
That's right.
So
That's right.
if you missed it, you can go back on YouTube and watch the presentation on the musculoskeletal system. So we had two, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, thanks.
I am in agreement with Carol, Sharon. I've been doing it ever since, and it does get easier, but I still find it a lot easier when you open your eyes than when you close your eyes. So that's something to think about.
I hear you. And we do use our eyes for balance as well.
Yeah.
Focal points to focus on. Right, then I think we've stayed enough on this. So we're going to move on to our presentation for today, which is coming to us from the McQueen household. So are you ready for us, Sister Louise? And Brother Alvin? Okay, I think we're there. Okay, we're getting a bit of echo, so maybe you have two devices on in your kitchen. Okay, we'll just turn the volume down on one of the devices. Okay, as Louise is getting ready, this is Louise can say a little bit about herself, but she is part of our True Temperance International team, her and her lovely husband, Alvin. And this week we have Louise, who's going to be presenting to us from the Kitchen of Golden Palms. We'll say a little bit more about that later. And next week we'll have Alvin. So I will keep quiet now and allow you to speak. Over to you, Louise.
Hi, everybody, and good evening. I hope everybody's well. I hope not too hungry, because I can't share, I'm sorry. If I could share, I will give it to everybody, okay? We have shared TV, maybe in the future, who knows? Anyway, I'd just like to welcome. Today I'm doing lentil pizza. People say, lentil, why lentil? Because a lot of people in this world are tolerant to wheat. So they came up with the idea of doing lentils with water, so people can still have pizza, so they don't have that bloatation, or they don't get lead to eat or anything. And especially when people get old and go through all certain things in life. So I was going to talk about the vitamins what's in the vitamins in the lentils and everything else. Just pass me to Arvin at the moment.
Hi, good evening, everybody. And it's been a long time since I've seen you all on the PTI show. We want to say welcome from the Golden Palms Health with Wealth Kitchen. As Louise just said, we were going to talk about some important ingredients in the food, but I'm going to leave her to do most of that. But I want to share something with you all. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and God has done a marvelous job in us. But do you know what your body needs at this point in time? What are the key things your body needs to function and keep it fearfully and wonderfully made? Anybody?
Food.
Food.
Nutrition.
Food. Okay. Now we're saying food. That could mean anything, because there's a whole lot of stuff that we call food that is not necessarily food, right? Have we got that? There's a whole lot of stuff we call food, but it's not necessarily food. So let's look at the 7 things that our body needs, essential things that our body needs to really function as a body. Okay, this is part of your homework, and I'm gonna give this to you all right now in the opening slides. So get your pens and papers out, get your cell phones out, you need to type it all in. You're gonna get it right now. So 7 things that our body needs. And this is going to keep us fearfully and wonderfully made in terms of nourishing the anatomy and the physiology. This is only on a nutritional side of view. So number 1, are you all ready? Carbohydrates. Write it down. Number 2, you got proteins. If I'm going too fast, let's slow me down. I get happy on this kitchen. So we got carbohydrates, is number 1. Number 2, you got proteins. 3, fats. 3rd, you got vitamins. 4th, you got minerals. 5, you got fiber. And last, you got water. I'm going to read that again. 1, you have carbohydrates. Proteins. Number 2, you got fats. Number 3, vitamins. Number 4, minerals. Number 5, fiber. Number 6, and water. Can somebody please tell me what carbohydrates does to the body?
Carbohydrates are broken down into sugar, which gives you energy.
Ooh, that sounds like the Lord's, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, I know that voice is the thing. So this is the homework for everybody on the platform. You have 6 more items on that list that you need to find out what it does to the anatomy and physiology. It's important right now in this COVID time that you know your body and know what you need to keep it real, to keep it happy, and to keep it according to God's providence. So I'm going to hand back over to Louise right now. That's just a little precursor, commercial break just to get you all in the program and titillate your tympanic membrane of your inner ear to take in some knowledge and some wisdom. But I want you to go back and do some homework on the other 6 while you're even on the program. And at the end of the program, I want you all to tell us what is involved in those other 6 and how does it apply to the vegetables and ingredients that we're using this afternoon. We're not going to break it down. Louise did say that I'm going to tell you, but I changed my mind. I'm not going to tell you what's in it. This is homework. Sharon, I hope you and Jonathan is happy with that, because I'm going to just leave them to do some homework. And I want them to tell us what fats is in this, what proteins, what carbs is in this dish. I want you all what fibers in here, and yeah, all the stuff. So I'm gonna hand back over to Louise right now. And you got, so you're clear on the narrative and the directive. You got at the end of the presentation to tell us what's the other 6 ingredients in terms of proteins, fats, fibers, minerals, vitamins, and water, what it does to the body. And last but not least, your extended homework to go away wrong and come back next week is to tell us what ingredients that we have on the table and what fats and everything is involved. I hope that is clear. So I'm gonna hand back over to Louise, who's gonna get cracking. She's excited to get this thing. Can you all see the kitchen pretty clear, or is it lighting is dim?
All clear, Alvin.
All good. Okay, I'm gonna hand back over to Louise.
Hi, everybody. Once again, like I was saying, it's very easy. So if you like, you come home and you don't feel like cooking that much with pots and pans, this one's very easy to do. As you can see, I got lentils. It's 3 cups of lentils. I'm going to blend a blender. Straight in. Don't cook it at the moment. Not at this stage. And 3 cups of water. And then you can add some seasoning. I'm going to do Italian mixed spice herbs. You can use mixed herbs or anything, but I'm just going to use the Italian one, 1 tablespoon. Why I'm putting seasoning because lentils, there's no flavor in the base, so I like to have some flavor in my base. Then I can have tablespoon garlic. Don't have to have a tablespoon. Depends how much you like garlic or not. I like garlic.
That's a question from Louis. No, you don't have to boil the lentils. You're gonna see what happens in a moment.
Well, I think I forgot to put just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, don't too much.
And that's Himalayan for everybody.
Yeah,
Pink
salt.
Himalayan. Stay away from all the packed salt, all that cheap salt that you have from the different stores. That's to use in your bathroom and to clean your kitchen sink and everything else, not to be cooking with. You need 3 cups of water.
Okay, now we're going to blend it. Just turn it on. Then blend. Okay. Okay, once that's blend, you can see it's all nice and blend. I did one here earlier on. It's all nice and thick. You want it thick, okay? So that'll be your base. Once you've done that, you get a tray with parchment paper. And then you just put it all on. Then we're going to spread it. You can have it thick, you can have it thin, you can have it squared, you can have it round, whatever shape you like. I like to do a big one because then you have a big family. Everybody can have a piece of pizza.
I know some of you all are salivating right now, but yeah.
Okay. That's that. This is where we're going to cook it. Okay? So you cook the base about 10 to 15 minutes on a preheat oven, okay? It depends on how fast or quick your oven is. But I put mine on 240, but you can put it on to 180. It depends how quick and fast, because everybody's oven is different, okay? I'm going to put there. About 10 to 15 minutes I'll go on there. I should check, okay? Like that. For the base, I already made the base again. It's sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil, basil, a bit of seasoning, and that is the sun-dried tomato paste, okay? For the topping, I'm just showing the topping I have. You guys, you don't have to follow the topping. You can have anything you like.
And notice when Louise said anything you like, meaning
Well,
anything that is healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
I hope you all are listening to that. I see some of y'all saying, yeah, I can have pineapple, I can have this, and that's another subject matter.
Okay. I'm going to put that aside, on top. And I'm going to have a little piece of red and yellow. Now, all my vegetables have been pre-washed, so they are all nice and clean to go on my topping. A nice red. Once the pizza base is cooked and everything, and I put everything on top, I only leave it in the oven just about 5 minutes because I only want the cheese to melt on these. So I leave these kind of like raw. They're warm, but not hot. That's how I do my pizza.
So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, in the catering world, it's called al dente. So the vegetables have to maintain their nutritional value. So we just gonna break the seal off the veg so it releases the ingredients from the inside and the nutrients on the inside so your body will be able to absorb that. I hope you all will listen. Can you put fresh garlic and herbs in the mix? Yes, you can.
Yeah. I got some more tomatoes.
Yeah, we're multitasking. Now we have tomatoes here. Now for guys who are out there, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now with prostate cancer. And in tomatoes, you have lycopene. So I hope you are watching this. But you need to understand what lycopene does. So I'm encouraging you all to take a good look at this table. There are some very important ingredients on this that is vital for man's health. You know, man, as a man, you know, many of us do not take good care of our health. We tend to stay away from the doctors, especially when it comes to prostate checks. I get more checks than a woman. I kid you not, but my health is important because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I must look good, be good, feel good at all times. Amen. All right, so I'm gonna just throw that in. And this is some olives that was just cut. Notice the ingredients so far on the table. You got tomatoes, which is lycopene. I'm just gonna throw that bit in, then you're gonna tell me all the rest of the ingredients and stuff like that and what it's good for. You got red onions, you got capsicum peppers, you got yellow and red, you got mushrooms, you also have olives, sun-dried tomatoes, and then coming alive, look at that.
It's pretty.
Avocado. Stop it, Sharon. I can see you from here. You're salivating. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna take let's take the skin off from this one.
Just to let you know, sorry, just to let you know, Alvin, I've already had my avocado today. I had to eat before the show because I couldn't do this to myself. I could not do this to myself. I've been there already.
Well, we just thought to make it sound special for you, Sharon. We just want to make sure that everybody viewing can realize that food in the plant-based world does not have to look like something thrown on a plate, and it does not look like something that is dead. We believe in live food for live people, so this is live. And avocado. I hope you all remember you got 6 more items that you need to look at and tell me what is good for the body. So I hope you're looking at the ingredients on the table. What somebody can unmute for me and share with me what in the list does avocado contribute to? Somebody just answer that. Avocados in the list.
Fats, healthy fats.
Healthy fats. Woo! Hey, I hope you guys are watching. Dolores is hot off the press, guys.
And have kale as well.
I hope you got something for Dolores. Now we got something right here special, which is also one of my beautiful dishes. I love this and everything. And for ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of the year where you need to get all the green, everything that is green for your blood. Blood food is so important at such a time as this. So you really need to get all your greens. Those dark leafy green vegetables, you need to get them all in your body. And it's all around us right now. You got the kale, you got the carbonara nero, you've also got spinach, you got Swiss chard. Oh man, I can name them up. You got them, but you need to get them in your body. It's like chlorophyll to the plant. It's like that for the blood, full for the oxygen of the cell. And you know, from a cellular level, our bodies is really needing all the best that we can give it, so that on a cellular level, we'll be able to build up our tissues and our organs, leading us to flow properly. And notice every single time we talk about these things, I'm just showing you the food. I'm not putting my face in the camera right now. You don't need to see me. I think you've seen enough of me already in the last show. But I'm just showing you this. But sweeping over the table, you got some interesting things here on this table.
You can see also it's all nice and colorful, because it's nice to have colorful food on your plate as well. And so people say, oh wow, because people see their eyes more than they do their belly. Because when it looks nice, people think, oh, it's gonna taste nice, and it will taste nice.
And guess what? We got on the table here something that a lot of people, we don't recommend that you take in terms of dairy, and also even in some of the plant-based cheeses. You can make this, ladies and gentlemen. This is you can do a soya free, or you can do your soya cheese right here. We gonna tell you about that recipe another time. But this is a plant-based cheese that's right here that you can make on your own, and you can brittle it down, and we'll be able to teach you that on another show. We ain't telling you everything right now, but then you can, to certain stores, you can go get this stuff that is not heavily processed and all the rest of it. So the natural one that you have is the one you make on your own, and that is ideal for the body. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to some person that throws something in there about mushrooms. I'm gonna try to get back on that with you all, just because there's some controversy on that around the how can I say, in those who are trying to do things, but everything is homework. I'm hoping not to really dive into it on this one, but we're gonna dive into it on another presentation. But I saw it coming up. I'm going back to the kitchen right here. I'm just showing you at the moment is looking. Look at Dan, it's looking. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, well, the TTI team is just answering questions in the background. Louise is she just flipped that base over in the oven.
I flip it over because then.
And then what she did, she left the parchment on the top. So I'm gonna open the oven in a moment so you all can see what happened there. So she flipped it over, and she did it so fast I didn't even get the camera in. But she flipped it over, just pulling the parchment over and flipping it over, and so you can see right there. You can see that the parchment is now on the top, which would be officially the base. And what that does, it is now giving the base a little bit more crispness, so that when she gets busy with the top end, everything is looking synchronized. Oh yeah, you all don't understand how nice it is to be in this kitchen. You just watch and smell everything, but I'm in here. I'm looking at all these ingredients. Hello. All right. Okay, we're going back to the oven. She's gonna pull this baby out. Look at this. No, don't show the camera, because just in case it breaks. Oh, we like to have fun sometimes in this kitchen.
Okay, so Alvin, we have been having a few questions on here on the chat, so we'll deal with them once the cooking's over, so we can concentrate on the food for now. Well, although the questions are food related, of course.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
fine.
can-
That's fine.
Or
And
do you
remember,
want us? Do you want us to ask some of the questions now? Oh, that looks good.
yeah, it does. But yeah, we can ask it after, Sharon. Let me try to get through this stuff because I'm in this kitchen and the smells and the aroma right here is just doing you know, I'm just being done over right now. It's oh man.
You're struggling to multitask, Alvin. Camera,
Yeah, I'm struggling.
smell,
You
answer
see-
questions, set
Yeah.
us challenges.
Oh man, if you see the camera shaking, guys, it's because you know the sugars in the body and you know my eyes, the lust of the flesh is now taking over. And
Okay, so you and Louise will be swapping places next week then.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Why you rubbing it in? You're not supposed to tell me that.
Well, you can do it in your style after.
All right, look at this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can look at the richness of the sun-dried tomatoes in here as it's now on a hot base. It is almost like the sun-dried tomatoes is now metamorphosizing.
Put it over
Okay,
here,
and we're coming right over.
so we can put the topping on the bun. You can anything the way you want it. I'm gonna have a mushrooms because I like mushrooms.
So,
We will share the recipe list shortly. So if you missed some of the ingredients, don't worry. We do have a slide for this coming up shortly. So if you let us know when you want us to share it, we will do it.
okay, thank you. And somebody put up about chilies. No, we would not recommend chilies as anything to put in your food at all. Cayenne pepper, yes. Chilies have a serious adverse effect on your gut microbiome, so we would not recommend chilies in anything at all. Cayenne pepper is the ingredient that we would recommend in terms of its nutrition, its medicinal properties to opening up the arteries and allowing blood flow, etc. As I said, there's so much that we can talk about in terms of food science. I can get happy all day on that, but now is not the time. As you can see, this is looking so good. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, you all didn't know what's happening after this because I'm gonna be in this kitchen alone. Sorry guys for the echo, but this is looking good. It is smelling good. Oh, now look at this. All them kales going on, avocados. Oh man. Sorry, Jonathan. You had an invitation a long time to come to the home, but you choose not to, so I can't help you all.
Sweet corn.
Look.
All in its time, Alvin.
Say what?
All in its time.
Yeah.
And avocado.
Oh man, look at this. Let me get a close up on this. Because I don't think you all are appreciating what's happening here in this kitchen right now. Wow.
Can I just say something? Sometimes when I do this, I just do the base and then I just do the topping and then I do the cheese nut. Sometimes I don't put it back in the oven. I just eat it like this. So it's all raw. But sometimes I like the cheese just melted. So you put it on the top. Cheese.
So Louise, are you saying that you sometimes eat the pizza, so long as the base is cooked, you sometimes eat it raw?
Yes, the top bit, yes. So raw.
Does it taste much different?
That should be lovely.
Pardon?
It tastes delicious.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
a better thing as well is if you can make a like the avocado sauce and stuff like that, and you can just blitz that in the blender and pour it over on top of the raw stuff. Ooh.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Paper, picking up.
We just gonna tidy it. Let me just go back. No, I'm not gonna go to the oven because she's gonna tell me off right now if I go into that oven.
So as you're tidying up these colors that we're seeing, because I was thinking about the rainbow. You know, your plate is supposed to be, you're supposed to eat like a rainbow. So we're seeing red. I haven't seen any oranges, but that could be dealt with orange peppers. Or
Yeah.
so red, orange, yellow. There's definitely that. Yeah, green, indigo. I'm not seeing that. No, I'm seeing the purple. I'm seeing the purple onions. So yeah.
Don't get too happy, Sarah. We can't put everything on the plate. Come on now, we gotta do it.
Indigo, violets. Violet's not quite there, but you've got everything else. Maybe if you could put some lavender oil on it, that might spoil it. That would spoil it.
Lavender oil.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Caroline, I think you need to speak to your sidekick. There's something wrong here. Lavender oil.
I would just rub it on my hands and smell it.
Rosemary, perhaps. Basil, yes. Cilantro, yes. But lavender, no.
Oregano?
Oregano, yes.
Yes, you can put oregano.
Yep. We're good to go with that. All right, let me get back on this. She's getting happy. She's looking at this. Look at this. Oh, she's looking at it. Oh, why? She does this every time.
And I like to look at it, yeah. I just warm up. Sometimes don't let the cheese melt, but just like a slightly warm.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit about golden palms? Because I keep seeing that flashing up on the back of your amazing chef top. Ooh, yeah. Okay. On your chef outfit.
Yeah. So a little bit about Golden Palms Cookery School. We launched out in 2013 after the world was getting crazy with food intolerances. We were constantly doing weddings and honeymoons and corporate events for a lengthy period of time. And when that came into force, that a lot of people were having dairy intolerances and wheat intolerances, the food science background and our nutritional background and chefing background came into full flow, trying to educate the minds on the importance of understanding anatomy and physiology. And of course, those of you who are on the platform or medical missionaries, you know that's the prerequisite for us to know anatomy and physiology. So it's important to culminate the two. So Golden Palms Cookery School, we merged to get that across. And before we were live, we had our own restaurant and cook school here in Wales, and we were operating before in England in the Westfield Mall in Stratford. But moving to Wales, which is called God's own country, we had everything around us, natural farming and natural foods. We were able to do stuff better. But then in came COVID in 2020, which we had to shut down the main building. So we're now shooting from a kitchen, which gives you the opportunity to get it all at the best place in the world.
I think you're muted, Alvin.
I think I've lost my volume for a moment. Hang on, let me try to get that volume back. Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Yeah, so as I was saying, so what happened now, we're setting up the Zoom program. So it's goldenpalmscookeryschool.com. And we are just working on our new winter program. We were behind in time because of the different things with Zoom. But those in personal, on one hand, where we can't laugh with you and joke with you live in the kitchen like before, we still can laugh and joke with you in your own kitchen. Of course, Sharon and all those can tell you from some of the cooking experience last year with us. So we're zooming live from our kitchen, and we're about to put up the new program in the next couple of days for the December, January, and February months, taking you into the end of the season and into the new year. And our focus, ladies and gentlemen, is all about health. As you know, we're in a COVID world right now, and everything is about immunity, about building immunity. You don't hear nothing about it. You're hearing about everything else except about building this body that we have. So our focus is to do just that. So in the next couple of days, there'll be a new program coming up. So it's goldenpalmscookeryschool.com. And you can tune in and look at some of the past pictures and images. We got an ebook up there, which we produced last year. You see some of the TTI team in that ebook. But we also have, we're working on a second and third book, at 2 books simultaneously. which we're hoping to launch in the coming year, and that will be dealing with the whole anatomy and physiology and food science and showing how everything is applied. So I hope you all is looking at that. But now, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm talking to Sharon, I'm talking to you all on the platform, but my mouth is just gone. I'm sorry. So I need to bring you down to the presentation stage and show you what Louise has just done. Man, oh man. Look at that. Now that's a slice. Look at that. Take a look at that. And so you can understand what that slice looks like out of the tray. I'm going to just gravitate over here for a moment and show you what that slice look like from that tray. So, and sorry guys, but that's my slice. Now look at that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have produced a delightful, delicious, nutritional pizza that, man, will have your mouth watering for days. But we have a lot of nutritional components in this, and you notice it only took us 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes really, to put it in the oh, stop, I'm hungry. Okay, Cindy, that's okay. We love you. I wish I could what you call it? Deliveroo? Oh, I hope I could deliver you or Deliveroo. Oh, my tongue twisted right now. But hey, but yeah, hopefully you'll be able to log on with us and cook it live in your own kitchen, amongst other ingredients in the next couple of days when we go live. But yeah, that's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, in our kitchen. And I think Louise wanted to say something to you all, but I just want to show you this. And we just gone decorative, put in some apple slices up there just to make it look decorative, you know. Yeah, all that stuff you will learn in the kitchen. But I think Louise want to talk to you all.
Yeah, it's just something else. If some people don't like lentils, you can do quinoa base. Quinoa is just the same thing. You don't cook it. You put 3 cups of quinoa, 3 cups of water, seasoning, blend it like I did with the lentils. Then you just cook the base, the quinoa base. There's 2 options to base pizza base. Because I know a lot of people can't have wheat and all that. So, and a lot of people also, especially women, us women, we would like to diet, slim down, especially as you get old as well. So we still like to have our bodies all nice and trim. So once again, quinoa pizza base and the lentil base. Try them, you'd be surprised.
Wow. So there you go. There you have it. Back to the Golden Palm Selfless Love Kitchen. Is always a pleasure to serve TTI. And we got another session coming up next week, and that's going to be warm shallots. And I'm hoping to go OTT on that with using a lot of the winter greens and show you how to ribbon, spiral, and do all that. So come get your kitchen tools out. I want you to go live with us. So we're going to put it in the chat room. TTI is probably going to put it in the chat room to you all. So you can come with your utensils next week, and we're going to have a ball. So you all can have your spiralizers out. You can have your knives and chopping boards out, and get your aprons out, and put your cameras on. We want you to cook with us. We're going to try to get the ingredients out to you earlier so you can go get the ingredients in for next week. And that's going to be the show of all shows for TTI, as you guys would have the most ultimate recipes coming up. And what I want you all to do for me next week also is, after the show, I want you to send in all of those glorious pictures once you cook with us. We love participation with us. We want you to get hands-on. Don't just look and say, well, I wish I could do that. No, let's do it together. Next week, same time, same place. Health is wealth. All right. Over you, TTI.
Wow. Thank you so much, Alvin. That's been lovely. Yeah, you're doing it. You're sharing that food. Temperance, true temperance. Now, you're calling that a slice. That's just a meal. That is, the whole thing is a meal. Okay. So that's a full meal, beautiful, colorful, tasty, nutritious. Shall I go on? Right, but people are asking, how do we make this? So yes, you did say you're going to share with us the ingredients for next week, which you get as a slice for me. Yes, it will. You can have the whole thing, Carol, if you make it yourself. Okay, so we're going to share with you the ingredients. I'm just going to do a bit of screen sharing, and I'm looking forward to it being a lot more. Well, this is kind of interactive anyway, but you said you're going to get us to cook with you. cooking with golden palms next week.
Yep. Yep. That's the
Okay,
deal.
I'm looking forward to that. Let's just do a bit of screen sharing. Let's go from current slide and then move forwards. Okay, so can you talk us through these ingredients then? Because obviously we can just do a snapshot, but just talk us through, because some people are saying how much water, how much lentils, etc. So it's all there. So
Okay, yeah.
if you do have your devices, do a snapshot, screenshot, and you'll have that information, but you can always look back on YouTube. So yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so we got 3 cups of red lentils, and you can buy the lentils for those in the UK. You can buy that at Home Bargains. You can get it at Home Bargains. I think it's about 6.79 pence. And Home Bargains, you can get it at wholesale. You can get that. But I'm just giving you some local stores for those who feel that it's expensive to buy stuff. I'm showing you how it is. It is cheap. For those who are back in the United States, you got Circle K, you got Walmart. You can go get that red lentils. Then you got 3 cups of water. You know, water is everywhere, but not, you know, you should be short of water. Come on now. You can get that. Then you got 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, which is a combination of herbs. You got rosemary, you've got thyme, you got other ingredients all marinated in that. But if you just want to have mixed herbs, you can do that. If you just want to have parsley and basil and stuff, you can do that. It depends on how you want to flavor us. We use Italian seasoning. And you got garlic powder. So you can have fresh garlic. Some person asked that on the screen. You can have fresh garlic also. You can do that. And then you blend all these ingredients together. As we saw Louise did on the tray in the blender. And she blended all of those ingredients and then layered it out. You can do, you know, get excited and do hearts, you know, for those of you who are lovebirds. You can make a heart on the tray, get romantic on it. You can do whatever you want. For the kids that you have, and for those who have kids, you can do pizza faces. You can do all kind of fun stuff with the pizza. You can do rainbows and all. Oh man, there's so many things that you can do with that. But that's just some ideas for you all to have. And of course, something that we missed out on there was a pinch of Himalayan salt. How much fresh garlic depending on how strong you want your food, you can take a few cloves, or you can have, depending on the size of the pizza that you're making, just a few cloves, 3 cloves will be good enough for you to just get the flavor out. If you want to do it a bit more.
If you want to, if you want to have a 1-person pizza.
Sorry, let me try to flip my camera around. Go ahead.
If you want a 1-person pizza, just add 1 cup of lentils and 1 cup of water, and that's for 1 person. Okay. So the more, say you got 5 people in the family, 5 cups of lentils and 5 cups of water. So if you want to make a big one, the more lentils and water you use. Okay. So that's just the meal on its own, but you can cut it smaller and share it among how many people you've got in your family. Okay. Me and Alvin like to have half each.
You're not supposed to say that. Don't tell everybody your secret. What's wrong with you? All right, sorry about that, everybody. Shut up with this. Yeah, I'm back. Okay.
So Alvin, did you want to say anything about this slide with the oven situation? No.
Yeah, oven situation. As Louise said, we got a fan oven, and you know, different folks have different kind of ovens, but we tend to use 180 an hour. It's a fan, and it cooks real quick. But different people have different oven speeds and different oven temperatures. It depends on the make and the brand of the oven. So yeah, 180 is fine. It's not toasting the pizza. It's just cooking at a time where it's just crispy, but not overbaked. You don't want to break your teeth when you bite into it.
Okay. And that's just 10 minutes. And so you told us where we could get the lentils from if you're in the US, if you're in the UK. If you're in India, is it very easy to get hold of the lentils? I see someone on here, well, on YouTube, they're watching from AWR, India. So yeah. I'm sure lentils are easy to get hold of there.
Yes, depending on what part of India that you're in, most of the main cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Karnataka, Kerala, you know, that's my mission station. So India is home away from home when I'm due to be redeployed back there pretty soon. So yeah, you can get it most of the length, you can get it all the way. Because they use a lot of for doll, making their dolls and stuff. So that's normally everywhere in most places in India, but some of the local regions you don't always have it. In the suburb, in the outreach and villages, it can be, and you don't necessarily have to use red lentils. You can also use the other lentils also. So it's not just red lentils.
You preempted my question because I was going to ask if you can use green or brown, and I'm sure you could, but it just does it depend on taste? Is it going to taste much different?
Yeah, of course, it's going to taste different, but the flavors are still going to be good. And nutritional content and the value is still immense. So it's just the flavors is going to be different on the lentils. And you know that when you're, for those in India who are making your dal and your all the different channels you're making, you'll know the different flavors according to the dish you want to make. So that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. And so the topping.
Now for the sauce topping, you can have sun-dried tomatoes, but sun-dried tomatoes is more or less an Italian dish, but you can also use normal tomatoes, and you can blitz normal tomatoes. Preferably you scoop the seeds out so that you just got the body, and then you can add your other ingredients with it, and then blitz it down. If you got the seeds in, it becomes runny. So that's why you scoop the seeds out. You slice it open and scoop the seeds out, and then you can put the seeds aside. Don't throw the seeds away, ladies and gentlemen, but then you can drizzle that over the top at the end process. All right. Don't throw those away at all. Just scoop it out, put it in a cup. And once you've done the baking process, you can drizzle it over the top. And because the warmness of the pizza, once that comes on top, it just marinates beautifully, gives it a kind of moist consistency at the top. All right. So you got olive oil and you got basil, fresh basil. You can use oregano, depending on what kind of pizza you want to get. You can use fresh oregano. You can use cilantro on top. You can put spinach on top, as well for your toppings. But in the topping side, you got sweet corn, vine tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, olives, peppers, kale, avocados. And then you don't necessarily have to have cheese, as Louise said. We just drop it in there as a and cheese you can make on your own. And that's a whole new ball game on it. You got nut cheeses that you can make. You got, oh man, now you can get me going.
Coconut.
Yeah, there's so much we can make, all of that. But that's another show. When on TTI, we don't know, but you can get it on the Golden Palms Cook School in the coming season for January. I think we'll be doing some cheeses and stuff like that. So you know how to wrap that and put it aside. And so that you can see that you can enjoy healthy cheese that is good for the anatomy and not the dairy stuff that's going to wrap your guts up.
Well, yeah, that's putting it, telling it like it is. Yeah. So okay. Thank you for that.
Go down your esophagus. Okay. All right.
Right. And so this last slide is how we can contact you.
Yeah. So that's us, ladies and gentlemen. You can go. We also on. We've got several Instagram pages. We got Golden Palms Health, which is another set of our another wing to the business. That website is coming up pretty soon. That was our old website, but now we've launched another business there, which is going to be dealing with anatomy, physiology. That's going to be dealing with treatments and all the rest of it. And that's hoping to go live in January. But we go on Instagram, and you'll see Golden Palms Health is. Thank you, Ramchum family. Yeah, if you go on Golden Palms Health on Instagram, Golden Palms Cookery School on Instagram. Then you got Louise McQueen on Instagram. Yeah. And then on FB, you got Golden Palms. Yeah, so yeah, we're all over the place. And it's going to get more populated. But then for those of you who wanted to get last year's book, where you're going to see yours truly, Sharon and Shirlene and some of the others inside, they got crazy on some of the cooking classes last season. They're in the book, and it's at 12 pounds on the site. And that one is just the first, but the other one is going to be a lot more comprehensive, and that's an ebook. You can just order it online, and it'll be downloaded straight to your email, and you can get cooking, and you can read up all the information on the 8 laws of health, which is for your body being fearfully and wonderfully made. And we'll be dealing with the 8 laws, which is the New Start program, which stands for N, nutrition, E, exercise. You see, it's not just about eating, folks. You need to make sure that you need to move. Hello. So right. So you start, write it vertically, and you're going to have N for nutrition, E for exercise, W for water, S for sunlight, T for temperance, A stands for ear, R for rest, and T for trust in divine power. And I notice most of you all, you love to have the N and the R, but you don't like the rest. All right. And for those of you in a tropical location, yeah, perhaps you're going to love the sun. But most of you all don't like to do exercise. You don't like to drink water. Temperance has gone out the window when you all see food. And yes, and you don't get enough fresh air. So yeah, those are the ones that you need to get involved. And then rest, of course. Rest is vital, but you cannot just eat and rest. You need to move your lymphatic fluids. So you need to get off the couch and go outside and move after your meal and do some rebounding like Sharon does every so often on the TTI show. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, health is wealth. So over back to you all, TTI.
Okay, so thank you very much for that. I will stop the screen share and we will go to the questions. Sorry. Now, some of you may be thinking, yeah, this food looks really good, but I'm not sure if mine's gonna look that good. Listen, everybody's unique, just like how our fingerprints are different. Your food might not look exactly the same as Louise's, but it will still look and taste good. And I can testify because I did some dishes when I did the course with Golden Palms, and I was surprised that I could actually turn out some food that looks that good. But they take you through that. Louise is very good, even with my slowness. She's very good, and she will guide you through to, and Alvin as well, will guide you through to producing some very good, healthy, nutritional, amazing looking food. And if you make the odd little mistake, they have ways of helping you to correct it. Okay, so again, I can testify on that one. So you can end up with something that's really good. Now, I do see a hand. And before I take your hand, Carol, we're just going to just remind people, Alvin, did you say that you're going to do another cooking class coming up shortly? I hope you haven't dropped off.
Here, I'm sorry. Can you all see me? Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, we're hoping to go live in the next couple of days with the new menus. We were shut down on operations for a little bit with everything going on in this COVID world. So we're putting up some new program, and hopefully in the next couple of days, new menus, and you'll be able to log in and do all the stuff you need to do. So bear with us on that, and that's going to be some interesting time where you can log in, cook with us. You just pay and display. Yeah, and we'll be able to cook with you all together in your kitchen, in the comfort of your own home, with your apron on, your hat on, your do-rag on, your curlers on, whatever you how you want to look. Just make sure you know that you are live on screen. And everybody will be seeing you internationally that is cooking with us. It's not opened up to the world. It is a private zone, obviously, because that's where you pay. So therefore, it's only those who pay that's going to be on that platform, but you're going to have international audiences that is paid on there. So your face is going to be all over the place. So you're going to see your curlers, your nets, whatever you all put on your head. But you come and you cook with us. Once you paid, you'll get the ingredients, as Sharon and all that would explain to you all before. You pay, you get the ingredients to let you got time to go shop. And if you don't have some of the ingredients in your country that you don't think you have, we'll be able to tell you. I've traveled to over 66 countries in the world. So I have a pretty vast knowledge on most of the ingredients that are coming from these places. So if you think you don't have it, it's called a different name. I'll be able to help you all out so you already have the best ingredients. And if you don't, then we have a replacement that you can use at the time from your country or wherever you're logging in from. So that's how we tend to work.
Okay, so someone's asking, how much is the course, Alvin?
The course coming up, it fluctuates. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you got 3 different segments, or you can do the family one, which is going to be 99 pounds.
Okay, so if we go on to the website and we can look up and see which ones we want, it will tell us the cost.
Yes, so that'll be live in the next 2 days. It's not up right now, but it'll be live within the next 2 days. So the booking references and everything is on lockdown right now as we are working on the back end to get everything up. So we're going to take it in the next couple of days. So today is, since on Monday, we'll be hoping to launch by Monday evening, UK time, $1,900. And that's going to be the family would be 99 pounds. And then the other ones for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is going to be different costs. For those who are not being able to get to the full family show, you'll be able to do that, having like personalized stuff. And we'll be able to talk you through stuff and share knowledge. So we're really working flat out to get a little OTT.
Okay. So Jacqueline, I've just put this slide back up again. So it's www.goldenpalmscookeryschool.com. And is there a phone number? It's the website. I'm not sure if there's a phone number on this slide, but you've definitely got the website. So you can go via that method and get access to the cookery school. And there's an email address, einquiries@goldenpalmscookeryschool.com. So yes, you can send emails through, or you can go on the website. And I'm sure if you go on the website, you'll see other contact details as well. So everything should be there for you. Okay. Right, I think we're going to go over to questions. There's quite a few that have appeared. I'll take Carol's question because her hand's been up and she's been very patient. And then we'll go through the WhatsApp, sorry, not WhatsApp, through the, what's this thing, Zoom and YouTube, and see what questions we have there. So I'll take this slide down. Hopefully you've had enough time to get a screenshot of that. That's when Alvin was really young.
I must have a word.
But he keeps telling us how.
So I take the head off, Sharon, so that they can understand how youthful it looks. Look at that.
Okay, yes, you look very young. Yes, you're still very young. Of course you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
Bearing in mind that I'm older than Sharon, everybody. But
yeah, by about 2 months.
Really? Okay. Okay, let's get the questions coming.
Okay. So Carol.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, guys. The McQueen families. It's really brilliant. I remember coming to one of your meetings, Alvin, actually, 2013 in Holloway, when you were doing your vegan meal. Yeah, and it was great. You know, trying all your little sweet stuff and normal cooking. Yeah, so that was one of the first times when I realized that you was cooking. Also, it's actually a question to Louise as well. The pizza looked wonderful. Now, after it's done and everything and you're putting it in with all the veg on it, how long do you leave it in the oven for?
How long do you leave it in the oven?
I just left mine for 5 minutes. You can leave longer, but
How long? 5
minutes.
5 minutes with the veg.
I can leave a bit.
Yeah.
I don't cook the veg. I still leave a little bit. They're warm, but still crunchy.
Right.
Raw.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
But children, you can cook it a bit longer. So
Yeah.
some people don't like it raw, but
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
can cook it a bit more, but not too overcook it. Otherwise, you lost your vitamins and all that.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay, great. Thank you. And do you guys come to people's house and do a meal if they order you? Do you do like private catering? I'm just wondering.
Everything is possible. But in this COVID world, obviously, there's the ever-changing rules and regulations. This is something that we used to do before. We cook a lot for the Jews in the past.
Oh, I know the Jews.
So
Well,
we've done a lot of work with the Jews.
lovely.
When we were doing the weddings and honeymoons, they're established way back in '92. When I got we work a lot with them all the time from here to New York.
Lovely.
So we can come out to you in this COVID world, pending that we have the flexibility of getting to you all. If you want to have a private tuition for everybody on the platform, we can get to you. If you want us to fly overseas too, within reason, and I said within reason, we'll be able to fly, depending on what the restrictions is. But right now we are not flying in a certain countries and so forth, etc., to do the things you would want to do because of the whole madness with COVID. But in the US, where we're positioned right now, before I get redeployed, we'll be happy to come on out to you.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen your hand, Jacqueline, but I'm just going to take a couple of the questions on the chat. Let me just scroll up. All right, so, oh, wow, there's lots of messages in there. So just to remind you as well, next week it's a 4 p.m. start because we don't want to be encouraging cooking during the Sabbath hours. So it'll be 4 p.m. till about 6-ish, or maybe a little bit earlier. And we will move into seeing your photos. We want to see your photos. So when you make these pizzas, please send your photos. And next week, what we could do is have a gallery of your images at the start of the show before we go into the new recipe. Okay, so we're going to have a gallery of your images. We do need your photos for that though, and a picture of yourself if I can't get it off your profile image. Okay, so we'll have
Just
that.
just to add to that, Sharon, for those who are coming in next week, and to do the photo thing, what we'll probably do is out of that, the best photos of those who are cooking off with us, we're gonna add it into our new book for 2022. We'll add your photos by your permission, of course, and your food into that book. And we'll also bless you all with a token of our gratitude for doing so by giving something else up to you all. Yeah, Magali that just popped in. The base is cooked in the oven after this blitz. The lentil base is cooked in the oven after this blitz. Okay.
Okay. So someone was asking about the fresh garlic. Is it easier? To me, it sounds easier to use the garlic powder if you're putting it in the base, so that you get an even distribution of the garlic as opposed to having a bite with a piece in and a bite without any. I think it would be easier.
Yeah, and you've answered that correctly, Sarah. You answered that correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Someone's saying they love this pizza. That's you, Carol. I think that's the same person who wants you to come and cook for her. Okay. Right. A person here said we were confused not to mix. Well, sorry, we were counseled rather. I'm confused. We were counseled not to mix fruits and veggies at the same meal. Also, we were advised not to consume mushrooms. They are high in cholesterol. So what do we say? In terms of mixing the fruits and veggies, I think they're possibly talking about bell peppers, because you put peppers in there, you put avocado, anything with a seed is a fruit. So there was peppers, there was avocado. Was there anything else that was seed-like in there?
Tomatoes is also a fruit, by the way. So
sorry, olives?
Yeah, and when you're looking at everything out on the olive vine and stuff that is coming in, so the fruit
Tomatoes.
that you mentioned is probably you was looking at the decor, which I had apples. That's decorative. I had some sliced apples there that was decoration for the plate. Then I had a cucumber. Let me go back to the screen. Let me flip it over so you all can see what I'm talking about. Hang on a second, please. My camera is going crazy. Hang on. Give me a second, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So you probably saw that decorative piece. We love to make sure we display everything beautifully. We got some an apple that is sliced on the side, and then you got a cucumber that is crowned, and you got some chopped tomatoes on top, and then it's sitting on a bed of kale. But then here in the ingredients, you got all of your avocados and stuff like that that is inside, which is good fat. So when you were talking about understanding things, and I'm glad the question is raised, because a lot of people tend to go to pizza parlor and you're going to put pineapple up there and you're going to put all the meat slices and everything like that on top of it. Now that's a whole new ball game about eating, and yeah, I'm looking to bring that in. And again, some person talk about kale and spinach. Now when you look in certain trains, that's a water-based veg that also goes into the thing. So it's a neutralizer. That's the only thing that comes across with these ingredients, with the tomatoes and the avocados, etc. But again, you do not put those with other things. And what I would encourage you all to do is, I mean, there's so much I would like to share on this and the food science behind it. But I would encourage you all to go and really study the foods that you're putting in your system, what it does, what it works, what it combines with. And not just flash up something from somebody just telling you, oh, this, and that. Look at reputable sources, and I wish I had time to put some of them up where you can get proper nutritional content. But hopefully next week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to send you some reputable sites that you can go get some peer reviews, understanding the scientific basis of food science and what is actually viable, and not just because somebody have a dislike for something and they hear it from somebody else. You need to know what you're talking about. So we want to be able to encourage that. Hence, that's why I didn't give you everything tonight on fiber. I didn't give you everything tonight on fats. I didn't give you everything on minerals and vitamins, because I want you all to learn to do your homework, to work out your own with fear and trembling. This body is fearfully and wonderfully made. All right.
Thanks, Alvin. So, so we're looking at the food combinations. It becomes an issue because of the digestive requirement for the fruits versus what you need as a healthy digestive environment for the vegetables. And there are some fruits that are considered to be neutral because of the pH that's required to digest those foods. So we're saying that the fruits that have gone onto the pizza, i.e. the peppers, the olives, and the tomatoes, those are neutral.
Is that a question you're asking me?
Yeah.
They're combined beautifully in terms of their pH value. So they combine beautifully together to complement each other. And then the kale that is there, that would also then blend it into the neutralization of it all. So that's what we're saying. But I'll be able to break that down a lot even further for you all.
Okay, thank you. And then with regards to the mushrooms being high in cholesterol, again, you're going to give us more information on that?
Yeah, and one thing I will also encourage people to do, again, when some person said it's high in cholesterol, they need to ask themselves, what is cholesterol? Because, we hear these words bouncing around, like you say, you're not supposed to have carbs. That's a big thing out there right now. Don't have carbs, but carbohydrates is energy. So you need to understand, when we're talking about food, we need to understand the scientific basis of the food from a food science point of view, and not the fad diets that is floating around up there with people just jumping on a bandwagon and saying, doing this and doing that. Because when you understand those 7 ingredients that I gave to you, carbohydrates, fats, fibers, vitamins, minerals, water, and what they apply to the human physiology and anatomy, then everything will begin to make sense. Most of the time we are just knee-jerking because somebody says don't eat this and don't eat that. Somebody even said don't eat potatoes. I heard you don't eat potatoes because it was from under the ground, and then another person said don't eat garlic, and it's a lot of stuff bouncing around, and it's confusing for those who don't know. But I encourage you, in order for you to know, do your homework properly and do a number of peer reviews, and you'll be able to see it in the scientific journal. One thing I'm going to say about garlic, if you're eating garlic raw, is that it is detrimental to your health. Even as it's a healthy product, it can be detrimental to your health if you got low blood pressure and you're taking a high dose of garlic or parsley and ginger. Those 3 combinations are just on their own can drop your pressure real quick. Parsley can drop it faster than garlic. So if you got low blood pressure and you start feeling your head lightheaded and stuff like that because you're taking too much of that, that's the reason why. But if you got high blood pressure now, they can be very important, and that can drop your pressure. But again, you got to monitor your pressure to make sure it doesn't go below its natural ability. So yeah, all of that is homework for you all, on top of what you have. So when we come back next week, we're gonna have a live show, because I'm gonna be showing you a lot of greens. I'm gonna show you a whole lot of stuff next week. Now you got me excited now, so I'm gonna get all busy with you all. So get your pens and paper out next week with your food, and and we're going to gold for that one. Yeah.
Right. So we're looking forward to getting those recipes in advance as well, if possible, so that we can cook with Alvin on the Golden Palms Cookery School via TTI. Okay. Looking forward to that so much. Yes, there were lots of other comments on the chat, but that was all about, oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'm loving this. Oh, yes. Yum, yum, yum. And then some comments about the mushrooms, which thankfully you've all answered as well. So you've got into some healthy discussion there. Now, Emma is asking, can you use a base ingredient other than lentils, which Louisa did mention earlier. She spoke about quinoa. We can use the quinoa in the same way you can use the lentils. So you'd still blend it up. Sorry, that was the London accent coming out there. Blend it up. You blend it, and then use your however many cups that are required, whether it's 2 cups, 1 cup, 3 cups, depending on how many people your pizza base your pizza is to serve. And there's others who say they don't like mushrooms. Well, leave it off. If you don't like mushrooms, don't put it on. Find something else that you would like, possibly. There's alternatives. It could be egg. Oh, I don't know. Would eggplant go well on there? Aubergine.
Aubergine.
I'm thinking of a mushroom alternative.
What you tend to do, you would have to roast it off, because that's it's a wet veg, and if you put it on top, you tend to have to, like, put that in a salamander and give a bit of dry it out a little bit. Probably even put it in a rehydrator and get it dried out, and then you can sprinkle on top. But
I'm just trying to think of something else that's a bit like mushrooms.
Somebody goes, yeah, aubergines. Aubergines are good.
You can have courgettes.
You can have zucchini.
Courgettes, yes.
Yeah, that's good to go on top. That's beautiful to have. I mean, there's so much ingredients we can. I tell you what we do. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna give you all too much. You're all in pain for nothing right now. You all.
We want to know. We've come on here to learn. Okay.
No, you all were there. No, I'm always teasing. But ladies and gentlemen, this is our body, and TTI has been running this program for a while. This is a gift to us. Health is wealth, and we realize this in the COVID world, where everybody's realizing now we've abused it, misused it, and now we're suffering for it. So we want to bring it back. If you realize that you are using your sat nav and you're going down the wrong road and you do a wrong turn, can I reverse it? Yes, you can. Cancer is not a death sentence. Stroke is not a death sentence. There's a lot of people who have come back from cancer, come back from strokes, and a lot of autoimmune diseases. But you got to be determined, you got to be willing, and you got to go all out to make sure that you get this body back into place. So we're trying our best at a Golden Palms Health is Wealth Kitchen to re-educate a lot of minds on this area going into 2022. But we want to encourage you to do your own personal homework. Don't just rely on us or anybody else out there. Just do your own personal homework, that when you come, you're also bringing to the table, because we are also learning as we're going along. So we don't have all the answers. We don't have everything, but we are a window of opportunity to share what we have and also learn in the process. So yeah, each one helps one, and we grow together. How's that?
That sounds good to me. Right. So Jacqueline, you've been waiting very long in the wings. Hopefully you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Hi. First of all, the family pack, whatever. What does that entail? Because I work full time. So how do you do the family pack? That's my first question. I've got one more thing to say after that. It's been answered, if you don't mind.
Okay, the family side of things, we would normally tend to do that on a Sunday, rather than a weekday, so that most of the holiday time, because people will be at home and the family will be around. We're trying to get families back around the table together. So that's what to be, and that would involve 3 types of dishes. So you've got a breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipe, and we may even put in a dessert in that one. For you all, but it's also coming with some nutritional advice and information to aid the family in how to nourish your body correctly. So that will be coming up for you to get involved.
Okay, thank you. The second one is I've just been told I've got high blood pressure and they want to put me on pills. So I've got the pills sitting there staring at me, but I do not want to take the pills. Because I understand that once you get in the pills, you're on it for life. So I did some research and I found that pomegranates. So I went to buy pomegranates, and I had them this morning to lower the blood pressure. But I'm interested in, what natural foods are available for blood pressure. So that's something I'm sure you'll cover later on. But is having high blood pressure kind of a sentence? It's just something you can reverse. Are you aware?
Yeah, there's high blood pressure, as with everything on this planet. We've been created to be resilient. We've been created to stand strong. We've been created to be able to get through a whole lot of stuff. That everything that the world would throw at us, we've been created, inbuilt by the Creator Himself to be able to overcome if we have nourished the body and re-educate the body to do what it naturally does. But in terms of your high blood pressure and everything like that, what I would prefer you to do is to do a private consultation with any of the TTI team so that they can get a better background about why you have high blood pressure, because that could be contributed for a lot of different reasons, in which I don't really want to discuss because of data protection for your own personal self on this platform. I know you're pretty open with it, but we would personally like to talk to you. So it'd be best to consult the TTI team, give your name, give your details, and they'll be able to have a one-to-one with you and be able to have something real interesting. I hope you have that.
Thank
Okay,
you. I will.
thank you. Also, I would like to add, we did a show on hypertension. Oh, it might have been about just over a year. I can't remember exactly, but it was a while ago. And that was with the qualified nurse, Lucille Fifield. So if you go onto our YouTube channel, this is an opportunity for me to remind you, if you please go on, you could subscribe, share and like. We currently have 1,130 subscribers. So please come on, subscribe, share and like. And if you type in True Temperance International in your search bar and the word hypertension, you will see we did a show just on specifically for that. And we've also given some tips of things that you could do, like healthy shots that you can have to help lower the blood pressure, involving beetroot, tomato, celery, and garlic. That might be all the ingredients, but you want to watch that show so you can get the quantities correct. And we have had testimonies from that presentation from one of our viewers, one of our faithful viewers, how that really helped to reduce his blood pressure. But as Alvin said, you want to also look at what's causing the blood pressure, as well as trying to deal with it. You want to deal with the source and deal with the remedy. Okay, so thank you. I hope that's helpful to not just you, Jacqueline, but to anybody else that's tuned in. So thank you for your question. Really appreciate that. Is that all your questions, Jacqueline, for now? You're on mute.
Yes. Sorry, thank you. I'm just trying to search it on YouTube on the other channel while you're talking. So yeah, I was otherwise engaged. I found True Temperance International, so now I'll just subscribe and then I'll look for the hypertension. Yeah.
Yeah, but also what you could do, type in. We'd love you to subscribe and everything else, but also just type, as you type in True Temperance International, also type in hypertension at the same time, and then that should hopefully bring you to that particular presentation.
Okay,
thank
you.
Please join us.
Thank you.
Okay, Louise, you have a hand. It may be a question, it may be a comment.
A comment.
I thought so.
Hi guys, happy new week to everybody. Hi Alvin.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say something about that pizza and the toppings, and I've been reading through the comments since I just came on, and people saying, oh, we shouldn't have this, we shouldn't have that, and oh, that's a fruit, that's a veg, that's, you know, all that type of stuff. And I think a lot of us, even including myself, until I started doing my own research, we are eating a lot of stuff in terms of combination in the wrong way. Do you understand? And some of the things that we think is fruits are not fruits, and some of the things we think is vegetables. Like Alvin had avocado, he had the bell peppers on there, he had all those type of things, and they are actually all fruits. Do you understand what I'm saying? And some people are saying, oh, we shouldn't be eating bell peppers with this or with that. Cucumber is considered a fruit, but of course cucumber has a lot of, as Alvin was saying, a lot of water. Do you understand what I'm saying? So although I believe very strongly in not combining wrong foods wrongly, I believe that we need to do our research, as Alvin was saying, and get to know what is and what is not. And even juicing, sometimes by juicing, you change the way that things can be consumed. Do you understand what we're saying? And we need to understand this because it's very, very important. And I was in Manchester with Sharon the other day, and I heard, not the other day, but quite a while back in somewhere else, but I was with her last week. And I heard her a while back saying to somebody when it was in, I think it was Nottinghamshire or something, was doing something with Brother Floyd. And she was explaining that once you're juicing, it kind of changes the way things are in terms of combining. And I was thinking to myself, we really need to do a lot of research so that people can get knowledge. It's good to come on this show and have that knowledge from what Alvin and Louise had been sharing. But it's also good for people to do their own research so that they can get information, so that they can be more knowledgeable. And just quickly with the fact what Alvin was saying to Jacqueline, you know, everything can be worked with. High blood pressure is one of the things that you can lower it within 20 minutes just by walking. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so it's just about people getting informed, people getting knowledge so that they can put those things into practice in their own lives, so that people are not just being battered backwards and forwards by a vast amount of information that may be conflicting.
Thank you so much for that, Louise. It's always a privilege to have you on board the platform. One of the things I also want to share in terms of the juicing and in terms of smoothies, I want you all to realize that you must not, and write this down. I want you all to write this down. Do not add sweet fruits and acid fruits together as a combination. You must always use sweet fruits and subacid fruits, or acid fruits and subacid fruits. And the reason for that is acidity, sugars, and fermentation. And you end up having, like, some of y'all will go have a pina colada, and you're gonna have the virgin one, by the way, and you're gonna have milk and everything inside of that thing. And then when you leave it in a glass for about 30 seconds, you notice it separate. And you know, that's showing you a processing is going on right in the glass before it even gets into your gut. So I want you all to understand that sugars and plays a very integral part, and acids plays a very integral part in our microbiome, our gut microbiome, and it can have a positive or negative effect if it is not done correctly. Also, water, something that we take for granted, and you can, 1 second, you can cut that. Let's turn off the camera. I'm sorry, I'm having a dual convo going on here in the kitchen. So water also, a lot of people tend to take water and you drink it willy-nilly. There's a way to drink water and a time to drink water. I hope you all realize that. Most of you drink water with your food, or sometimes you only drink water when there's a tea bag in it. So I'm saying to you all that it's very important to know when to drink water and how to drink water. You drinking it with your food, that's a wrong combination, because it destroys the nutrients in the food and causes it into mush. By the time your body begins to try to take anything from that, they get mush. So there's a time to drink it before, and there's a time to drink it after. So all of this is homework, ladies and gentlemen. We've cultivated a lot of bad habits doing simple things, using good ingredients, but wrong habits. And that's what's causing us to be sick. So I'm encouraging you to revisit this. This is knowledge that's been around from the ancient times right down to our times. And we're now having history repeat itself. So we're trying to bring that history back alive on how to use those natural ingredients the right way for the best results, for we're fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you so much as well. So yes, you have shared with us a lot of information on the nutritional good advice, how to eat, how to combine our foods, etc. And someone did ask on YouTube, will you be teaching how different foods are used for healing and for the health of the body? And yes, you did say that that's going to be part of the class when people subscribe to Cook with Golden Palms. You will be getting not just healthy food, but also healthy information, that you know how to cook, not just putting the foods together, but what it does to your body, what it does to your system, and what can work well with what, and what is harmful to mix with what. So it's all going to be there in that package. There's one other question here on YouTube before we wrap up, which is, the toppings. Can you use the same toppings for crackers? And no, I'm not crackers, and I'm not going to say who put that question there, but it's a good question. We welcome all questions. Can you use that top? You're on mute, by the way, Alvin. So those of you who can lip read, great. Those of you who can't, well, can you say it again?
There's no such thing as a food espresso. Thank you so much for that, Sharon. Yeah, you can use this on your crackers. You can use it on your pita bread. You can use this in wraps. There's so many different ways you can use this. You just, wrap it up in a wrap and you can just enjoy it that way. It's versatile.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the avocado sauce, because I've tasted one before once and it was amazing. One of my friends, I'm sure she won't mind me saying her name, Antonia Burrell. She has made some amazing, oh man, right now, anyway, I'm
But you can
down,
flip it
Sharon.
over on the cracker, Sharon. You can flip it over on the cracker. So what you then to do is make use the avocado in the bowl and mash it down into a paste, and you can use that on the crackers, and then you can put all the sun-dried tomatoes and everything on top, or you can do the sun-dried tomato as the base, and then the avocados on top with the rest of the ingredients. There's so many different ways to even done as a base. Also, you can also put the bell peppers in the blender and blitz it down and make a bell pepper base. It swings it around.
Versatile.
Yes, versatile.
Great, thank you. Oh, somebody said no. I mean the base. Is the texture the same as if you're using a cracker instead of well, obviously in the cracker it's wheat, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, again, you don't have to have wheat crackers. There's so many different recipes that you can work with. Again, in this versatile world of understanding food science and nutrition, we are now in an information age, ladies and gentlemen. So you got information at your fingertips. There's so many things you can do right now if you have a nut intolerant, a yeast intolerant, or whatever intolerant you have. There is always a something to replace it, and it's not, you know. Let me make a bold statement on this platform, and I'm going to be real bold. Plant-based food is not the alternative. It is food.
Amen.
Everything else is the alternative. So I'm going to repeat myself. Plant-based food is not normal. It is food that was given in the manual that was given to man, to this grand design. It was plant-based food that was given as the original diet, even to the animals. Everything else that flipped over is an alternative, and that's why we get sick. So now that's why they're calling us back to go back to our roots, which is from the ground. Hello.
Okay, I'm hearing you, brother. I'm hearing you. Right. So yes, and I'm understanding what this sister is saying now. She's saying, is the texture of the pizza base the same as a cracker? And I would say, no, it's not the same as a cracker. It's softer. As Alvin said, you don't want to be breaking your teeth on the pizza base. So it was only cooked for 10 minutes initially, then with the toppings and the further 5 minutes, and it will be soft, like a bread, but a little bit more firmer than a bread. But yeah, it's good. I've made it. It's good. I can testify.
You've already broken the molecular structure of the lentils. When you blend them, you've already broken that, showing the movement of the blender. So you've broken the enzymes of that. So then when you bake it, that's why the time to bake it, it's less, and it still holds the nutritional content of the lentils intact. So that's why we do it in that format, so that everybody can understand.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And I think we've covered everyone's questions now. So I'm gonna screen share again, just so that we can look at the promo slides. Let's see.
While you're screen sharing, Sharon, the food is getting cold, so I'm going to have to say adios.
Adios.
Oh, yes.
Bon appetit. Remember to grace your food.
Yes. Au revoir to those in France and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Alvin. Thank you so much, Louise. God bless you both, and may you have a healthy week. And we're looking forward to seeing you again soon. So I'm kind of going backwards with these slides because I'm starting where I finished. But
and Sharon, just very quickly let everybody know again that the classes is not going to be up on the when you go on the site. You're not going to see the classes again until 1900 hours on Monday evening, which is UK time, 1900 hours UK time. That's when the classes will go live, so that you'll be able to see all of that. Okay, so you would not be able to look at the thing at this present moment.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for your comments. Right, so as you've just seen, we've done the lentil base. Oh, I just love this poster. Thank you, Q. If you're watching, Q, thank you for the poster, and thank you, Janine and Chris, for doing these slideshows. I know you don't do it for recognition, but hey, you guys are doing an amazing job, so thank you so much. We've done the disclaimer, and this is our Telegram group. So if those of you who have missed it, we do have Telegram groups where you can stay in touch with us. We can share recipes. We can share the post pictures of our cooked food, the finished product. You can share that, and just let us know how you got on with it, if you liked it, if you tried the different thing like using the quinoa base, how you mixed it up, chose different toppings. I'm sure everybody does their own little variation on it. So share with us on the Telegram groups, and the spiritual health is there for encouragement, prayer requests, etc. So please join us on our groups and we can stay in touch with you. Okay, the team would always love to hear from our family, our True Temperance International family, because you're going to be hooked now. If it's your first time, you are part of the TTI family. Okay, and this is the Battle for the Mind series. These are our studies, our biblical studies, taught by Lewis Harris and Alvin, who you've just seen here, along with Louise. So Alvin and Lewis are our presenters on the Battle of the Mind series. We have the essential oils. Again, Alvin features on there. There's no getting away, brother. Okay, so we have Charlene, myself, Stacy, and Samantha and Alvin teaching on the Healthy Lifestyle and Wellbeing show. And sometimes we have a guest presenter as well. So join us. Sometimes you get gifts. You never know. You never know. You can come in, and sometimes if we're feeling that way moved, we may share a gift with you as well. But you get to learn a lot about the oils and to learn how to access the oils, get them, to be able to get your hands on these oils, these amazing immune system of the plants, which helps us to boost and support our immune system as humans. Okay, this is tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. No jab, no job, now what? Okay, some people, their jobs have been threatened because of their decision to resist taking the COVID jab. And this shows you what you can do to repurpose your skills, different things that you can do to still remain stable in your family, and tune in and join us. So the Zoom platform, I think, is going to be full. So if you join us on Health Reformers UK on YouTube, you can still tune in and find out what information is there. And there will be, you will have the opportunity to ask questions both on Zoom and on YouTube, and we'll do our best to cover. But it's going to be busy because I know there are a lot of people tuning in. So please come along and join us tomorrow afternoon with healthreformers.uk, with Holistic You, Joan Cornwall, Pastor Dr. Brother Sam Davis, the facilitator, and our healthy panel there, Dr. David Ado, Laverne Picard, Alita Carbone, Dr. Chidi Ngwabal, Nurse Lucille Fifield, Sonia Barnes, and our physio, David Bartholomew. And I'm sure there'll be others on there with their thoughts and comments as well. So it does say register in advance for the conference. I believe registration has closed because it is full on the Zoom, but you can always join us on YouTube. So there's plenty space for you, plenty good room. Okay, and yes, we have our detox program. You've heard from Louise. She was speaking earlier on this platform just about 10 minutes ago, maybe less even. And she has a detox program that's from the 9th to the 18th of January. So if you have had a gain of extra blessings, you wish to shift them. Well, it's not only about weight loss, it's also about detoxing. So your skin is healthier, your hair is healthier. You know, the integumentary system that we learned about with Barbara O'Neill a few weeks ago to help you detox, get rid of the excess bloating, gas, etc. All of that. Oh, there you go. It's on there. Cleanse your colon, lose weight, detox your liver, and aid the digestive system. So join us or join Louise on there with the contact details, and the cost is there for you. So please take a note of that, or a screenshot. And if you missed it, then you can go back on YouTube and watch this one. We'll make this available very soon. This was last week at our live event at Manchester South SDA Church, where we did a roadshow. We had presentations in the sanctuary, and then afterwards we did demos. We had live juicing demos, etc. As you can see on there, some massaging techniques and using the use of the infrared lamp, as well as essential oils and other things. You can see them there. So we had a really good time there. So, and this is the homeless ministries that some of us in True Temperance International are involved in. And we, as you can see, there's a trolley of snack bags, and we also do hot meals, especially in this weather. We do hot soups and herbal teas, stuff like that. We also have clothes. You know, if somebody's cold and they need a pair of socks, as well as a hot meal is good for them, they need socks. So, you know, we're going to be taking hats, gloves, all those kind of things that you need. Pardon? Okay, we'll just mute somebody there. Right, so yes, and the families get involved. We have youngsters coming out with us, children as well as adults, and everybody's safe, and everybody appreciates so much what they get. Everybody really appreciates what they get. So if you wish to contribute with us, contribute towards this, we really do appreciate your financial contributions and your prayers and all your support. This is the olive oil that Dr. Pastor Sam Davis has provided from his farm in Spain, Unachenta Farm. This is available for purchase to the UK viewers only, from True Temperance International. Contact us directly, please, for more information. You can message us if you have our details, our contact details, or you can email us and we can make these available for you. And if you missed anything on it, rewind this video presentation and you will hear what Jonathan had to say about it as well. And thank you for all your support. There you go. There's our bank details if you wish to help us financially, or if you wish to, oh, we haven't got the YouTube on there, but you know, it's True Temperance International. So, you know, you can like, share and subscribe to True Temperance International. And we look forward to hearing from you again. Right, let me just stop screen sharing. Oh, it has done automatically. Okay. That's great. Right, so this is a time where we are going to say goodbye to those of you who have joined us on YouTube and Facebook Live. And if you think I'm doing a lot of talking, I know I am. It feels like I am. But Jonathan, are you available again now? Okay, I guess he isn't. So sorry if I've been doing a lot of talking, but you've got me. Okay. So, right, okay, thank you. Yes, you could. I'll message you directly, Louise. Definitely, I'll message you directly with a response to that question. Because we do have, we do the homeless project in collaboration with our local church, Nottingham Central. So we do have an account to help with the financial contributions, so I can share that information with you. Or you can send a donation to TTI and we can make a contribution on your behalf. So either way, but I'll message you. And thank you everybody for joining us. So we can now say goodbye to those of you who are joining us on the stream. And those of you who are not, we can allow you to unmute as soon as you see that live button disappear.